Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Actistatin, Adena Springs, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Castleton Lions, Claiborne Farm, Dock Lane's Veterinary Pharmacy, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Lane's End, Malone's, New York Thoroughbred Breeding and Development Fund, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, PBI Bank, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Vans, Shadwell Farm, and Windstar Farm.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate and Bradar filling in for John Henderson on this edition of Thoroughbred Week as we recap the 30th Breeders' Cup World Championships, including a photo finish in the $5 million Breeders' Cup Classic. We begin with the Dirt Mile. Verrazano, the 5-2 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
They are coming to the top of the lane now. Golden Sense tries to hold on. Broadway Empire right there second. Still a gap of 5 to Pants on Fire. Verrazano's been sent along. Fedber's in behind that. Golden Ticket is winding up on the inside. Golden Ticket coming with a run. Homeward bound. Golden Sense is well clear, but Golden Ticket's got Dead Amen coming fast along the inside. Brujo de Olorosa's finishing gamely as well. Homeward bound. Golden Sense still well clear. Golden Sense now, Golden Ticket catching, but not to get to Golden Sense. Golden Sense, a scintillating performance under Rafael Bejarano. Golden Sense won it.
Golden Sense, the front-running winner by 2 3/4 lengths over Golden Ticket. Rafael Bejarano aboard the OBS sales graduate in 135 flat. The Doug O'Neill trainee had been winless since taking the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby in April. The 3-year-old colt by Into Mischief was bred in Kentucky by Rosecrest Farm and Karen Perello. A $62,000 OBS June 2-year-old, Golden Sense has earned $1,990,000 for WC Racing, Dave Kenny, and Rap Racing. The Best Performance of the Week, presented by Best PC Service. Contact Best PC Service for a free business consultation. Friday's Breeders' Cup card featured the DISTAFF. Champion Royal Delta, the 7-5 favorite to win this race for the 3rd consecutive year. Once again, here's Trevor Denman.
They have a half mile left to run, and Authenticity still shows the way. Beholder's second. Royal Delta has lost ground at the rail now. Close hatches up alongside. Let's see, can Royal Delta get a second win? Right now she's dropped back 4 lengths off them. Princess's Silmar, the whip's out already on Princess's Silmar. They come into the quarter pole. Beholder and Gary Stevens strikes the front. Gary Stevens hasn't moved on Beholder. Beholder is in front by 2. Authenticity, close hatches. Royal Delta's gone, so is Princess Silmar. An 8th to go, and Beholder is let loose. And Beholder is now clear by 4 with a 16th to go. Beholder putting on a memorable performance under Gary Stevens. Beholder never gave them a chance in the distaff. Wins it easy.
Beholder rolls to a 4 1/4 length victory over Close Hatches, the first Breeders' Cup win in 13 years for Gary Stevens. The Keeneland sales graduate clocked in 1:47 3, a 1:12 brisk speed rating. Winner of the 2012 Juvenile Fillies and the champion 2-year-old filly of last season, Beholder likely earns another Eclipse Award as champion 3-year-old filly. She gives trainer Richard Mandela his 8th Breeders' Cup victory, all coming at Santa Anita. The filly by Henny Hughes was bred in Kentucky by Clarkland Farm and was a $180,000 Keeneland September yearling. Beholder has earned $3,075,000 for Spendthrift Farm. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with 2 repeat Breeders' Cup winners coming up in this segment. We begin with 2-year-old stakes action presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. Sweet Reason, the 5-2 favorite in the Juvenile Fillies, a race marred by the fatal breakdown of Secret Compass. Once again, here's Trevor Denman.
3/8 of a mile to go. No turning back for She's a Tiger and Gary Stevens. They've kicked clear. She's a Tiger by 4 lengths. On the outside, the long shot, Ria Antonia running a big one to get second. Artemis Agriterra is back 3rd, and now here comes Sweet Reason. And Sweet Reason closing strongly under Alex Solis. She's a Tiger tries to hold on. Ria Antonia, Sweet Reason just shifted in onto the rail, but is coming fast on the inside. They come for home, Sweet Reason. On the outside, the big long shot, Ria Antonia, She's a Tiger. Rosalind joining the fray late as well. It's desperate. Ria Antonia, She's a Tiger. So close.
It was She's a Tiger first under the wire by a nose over Ria Antonia, but for drifting out in the stretch despite right-handed urging by Gary Stevens and brushing with Ria Antonia, She's a Tiger was disqualified to second by the stewards. That decision gave the official victory to 32-1 long shot Ria Antonia and jockey Javier Castellano. Time of the race, 1:43 flat. The first stakes victory for Ria Antonia, who was purchased privately by her current connections after making her first 3 starts at Woodbine. This was her second out for Christopher Dunn and Luch Racing Stables and trainer Jeremiah Engelhart. The filly by Rockport Harbor was bred in Kentucky by Lynn Schiff. Ria Antonia has earned $1,156,000. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year. Next, the filly and mare turf, Dank, the 3-2 favorite. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
Down the backstretch they go. And it's Emollient gone clear now. Emollient and Mike Smith in front by 2 lengths as they head to the half-mile pole. Being tranked now by Dank in second. Dank a comfortable second, just a length back now. Marketing Mix on the far side, then Romantica. In behind that comes Alteriti, laughing, getting a little closer at the rail. Behind that comes Kishi. Tiz Flirtatious needs somewhere to go, but Tiz Flirtatious full of run if she can find a run. Kitten's Dumpling and Lady of Shamrock. They come to the top of the lane, Emollient hanging on. Now Dank is let loose on the outside. The white face of Dank up to get the lead. Emollient, Marketing Mix is right there. On the outside of that comes Alteriti, and Romantic is running on late too. Anyone of 5 can win it. It is Dank in full flight for the wire in the centre. Dank, Romantica. Alteriti's running a big one between them as well, and Emollient down at the rail. Dank going to keep them all at bay, and an ultra tenacious Dank and Ryan Moore have won it.
Dank leads a sweep by foreign-bred fillies, holding off Romantica by half a length, with Alterite third. Ryan Moore aboard in 1:58 3. The English-bred 4-year-old filly by Dancilli earned an automatic berth in the filly and mare turf with her 4 1/4 length score in the Grade 1 Beverly D Stakes. She's the 6th Breeders' Cup winner for trainer Sir Michael Stout. Dank has earned nearly $1,785,000 for James Wigan. Dank paid $5 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Champion Groupie Doll, the 3-1 favorite to defend her title in the filly and mare sprint. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
Past the half mile they go, and Sweet Lulu's dropped onto the rail. Teddy's Promise keeps the pressure on from second. No breathers up front. Groupie Doll on the far side is now taking third. In behind that, Judy the Beauty's in the 4th spot. Dance to Bristol comes after them 5th. Great Hot's got to do a little better. Now Dance Card the Grey is winding up. And here comes Dance Card, the grey on the outside now, making good headway. He's got 5 to make up though. They come to the top of the lane. Teddy's Promise on the inside. Groupie Doll is right there. Dance Card the grey on the outside. Sweet Lulu tries to hang tough along the inside as well. Groupie Doll hanging on. Judy the Beauty's come back at them as well, and Dance Card on the outside. But it's Groupie Doll. Groupie Doll, Dance Card, Judy the Beauty going to hit it together. Groupie Doll along the inside. Groupie Doll, Judy the Beauty. Groupie Doll in a thriller.
Groupie Doll, a determined half-length winner over Judy the Beauty. Rajiv Mirage up in 1:20 3. Despite having only one other stakes victory this year, Groupie Doll likely earns her 2nd Eclipse Award. The 5-year-old mare by Bowman's Band was bred in Kentucky by trainer Buff Bradley and his father and co-owner Fred Bradley. Groupie Doll has earned nearly $2,479,000. Just 4 days after her repeat victory in the filly and mare sprint, Groupie Doll was offered at the Keeneland November breeding stock sale, where she was purchased by Mandy Pope's Whisper Hill Farm for $3.1 million. The field for the turf sprint included defending champion Ms. Direction, the 5-2 favorite. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
Absolutely flying as expected. They come down the hill, and it's Renee's Got Zip gone clear by 2. Tight end Touchdown is in second. Spring to the Sky is right there third. Here's Ms. Direction now. Ms. Direction in the black cap starts to come after the leaders. In behind those two's Unbridled Note, Chips All In, Capo Bastoni and Geronimo. They come to the top of the lane. Renee's Got Zip. Renee's Got Zip clear now. The filly making them come and catch her to win it. Renee's Got Zip, tight end, touchdown. Misdirection coming with a late run. Chips All In is in there as well. Renee's Got Zip, misdirection. Misdirection on the outside. Misdirection gets the lead. Tight end, touchdown. Misdirection, back-to-back wins. Another one for Mike Smith.
The mare Misdirection repeats as winner of the turf sprint by half a length over the filly Renee's Got Zip and tight end Touchdown, who dead-heated for place. The third Breeders' Cup winner of the weekend and the 20th overall for Mike Smith. The Keeneland sales graduate clocked in 1:12.1. In her first start off a 5-month layoff, the Mike Pipey trainee improves her record to 7 for 7 over the Hillside turf course. The 5-year-old mare by Mizzenmast was bred in Kentucky by Joseph Parada and was an $85,000 Keeneland September yearling. After earning nearly $1,720,000 for Jungle Racing and Partners, Misdirection sold for $2.7 million at auction earlier this week. The Lane's End Stallion of the Week is Grade 1 winner Twirling Candy, a son of top stallion Candy Ride. Twirling Candy, who broke Spectacular Bid's track record, had his first sales weanling sell for 13.5 times his stud fee this week at the Keeneland November sale. Twirling Candy will stand for $10,000 live foal in 2014. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a repeat victory by the Horse of the Year coming up in this segment. We continue our recap with the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Havana, the 5-2 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
They are coming to the top of the lane now, and it is Strong Mandate who's gone on. Havana chases from second. We Miss Artie. Tapit Rich is in behind that, and then Dance with Fate. Coming to the top of the lane, and Havana now kicks on by. And it's Havana and Gary Stevens striking the front at the top of the lane, drifting a little wide, but they're in front to Strong Mandate. We Miss Artie. Now here comes New Year's Day on the inside with a late run, but it is all Havana as they come to the 16th. New Year's Day coming on the inside. Havana now getting desperate to get there. Here comes New Year's Day. New Year's Day's going to get him. New Year's Day and Martin Garcia up to win the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
New Year's Day runs by Havana to defeat the favorite by 1.25 lengths, giving Martin Garcia his first Breeders' Cup victory. The Keeneland sales graduate timed in 1:43.2. The first of 2 Breeders' Cup winners during the weekend for trainer Bob Baffert. New Year's Day was making his first attempt on dirt after breaking his maiden in his second start at Del Mar. The colt by Street Cry was bred in Kentucky by Clear Sky Farm. New Year's Day has earned $1,154,000 for Gary and Mary West. The colt was consigned by Clear Sky Farm to the 2012 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by Ben Glass, agent, for $425,000. Breeders' Cup Juvenile Champion New Year's Day, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. Top European filly The Fugue, the 3-2 favorite against 11 male challengers, including last year's winner Little Mike in the turf. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
They've just about covered half the journey now, and there's still a long shot. Teeks North showing the way, but Little Mike's a comfortable second. Tail of a Champion right there third. Then a gap of 4 lengths back to Vagabond Shoes in the 4th spot. Now the Fugue is starting to close ground in the pink colours on the far side. Real Solution down at the rail. Then Sky Ring. In behind that comes Indy Point, who's Indy Point now about 9 off these leaders. Point of Entry on the far side, and then we come back to Twilight Eclipse. In behind that, Magician. And still at the back is Big Blue Kitten, but now 12 off the leader. Into the turn they go, and there goes Little Mike now. Little Mike sets sail for home, takes the lead. Vagabond Shoes, the Fugue is in full flight on the far side too. Here comes the Fugue, and Point of Entry in the red cap is starting to wind up from behind. Then Real Solution. At the top of the lane, it's wide open. The Fugue on the outside, Vagabond Shoes between them. Little Mike at the rail, 3 of them in a line as they come for home. And now here comes Indy Point with a late run in the gold cap. Magician is finishing like an express train. Here comes Magician on the outside. Magician is mowing them all down, and it's going to be Magician to get up. Magician masterfully ridden by Ryan Moore. Magician up to beat the Fugue.
The only 2 European-based runners in the field finish 1-2, with Magician rallying to defeat the Fugue by half a length. The second winner on the Breeders' Cup card for jockey Ryan Moore, final time 2:23.1. Winner of the Group 1 Irish 2,000 Guineas in May, Magician was making his first start off a nearly 5-month layoff. He's the 4th winner of the turf for trainer Aidan O'Brien. The Irish-bred 3-year-old colt is by leading European stallion Galileo. Magician has earned $1,944,000 for Michael Tabor, Derek Smith, and Susan Magnier. Champion Triniberg was back to defend his title in the sprint, but the 5-2 favorite was Secret Circle. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
They are coming towards the quarter pole, and it's Gentleman's Bet along the inside. Gentleman's Bet, Fast Bullet on the outside of that. Wine Police in behind that. Private Zone has lost ground along the inside. Some of the parts in there. Secret Circle coming with a late run on the outside, and Majestic Stride suddenly wide open now. They come for home, and holding on to this lead is Gentleman's Bet. Down the centre, Secret Circle. Secret Circle's got him. Secret Circle starting to draw clear. Late run from Laugh Track, flying but too late. Secret Circle. Secret Circle gives Martin Garcia another one.
Martin Garcia and Bob Baffert team up for their second Breeders' Cup victory as Secret Circle holds off Laugh Track by a neck. 6 furlongs in 1:08.3. Winner of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Sprint in 2011, Secret Circle was making his second start off an 18-month layoff. He's the 4th winner of the sprint for Baffert. The 4-year-old colt by Eddington was bred in Kentucky by Wilmot Stables and was a $165,000 OBS March 2-year-old. Secret Circle has earned nearly $1,879,000 for Carl Watson, Michael Pegram, and Paul Whiteman. Horse of the Year, Wise Dan, the 4-5 favorite to defend his title in the mile. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
Coming to the top of the lane, obviously still the leader. Taken on now by Silver Max. Czar Approval on the outside, then No Jet Lag. Wise Dan in the gold on the grandstand side. Let's see, Wise Dan's fully ridden now. He's trying to pick it up. They come for home. Czar Approval strikes the front. Wise Dan on the outside. Silentio, the long shot, running a big one, but Wise Dan, Silentio down at the rail. Wise Dan, Czar Approval, Silentio. Wise Dan has called on all his class, and Wise Dan has won it.
Wise Dan joins Lure, Miask, and Goldakova as repeat winners of the mile, rallying to defeat longshot Za Approval by 3/4. Jose Lascano a late replacement for the injured John Velasquez. Time of the race 1:32.2. Undefeated in 5 graded turf stakes this year, the Charles Lepresti trainee had a 9-race winning streak snapped by his runner-up finish to Silver Max in the off-the-turf Shadwell Mile. This impressive victory makes him the heavy favorite to repeat as Horse of the Year. The 6-year-old gelding by Wiseman's Ferry was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Morton Fink. Wise Dan has won 19 of 27 starts and has a bankroll of nearly $6.3 million.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by Remard's Total line of equine products featuring total blood, fluids, muscle, and electrolyte, blood builder, and muscle builder all in one. For further information, please log on to remardinc.com.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. It's the 30th running of the Breeders' Cup Classic. Game On Dude going for his 7th consecutive graded stakes victory, the 8-5 favorite. Here's the call by Trevor Denman.
Into the turn they go. Fort Larned goes on with it. Marino's had enough. Game On Dude and Mucho Macho Man on the far side. 3 in a line now. Fort Larned at the rail. Mucho Macho Man on the far side and Game On Dude. Mucho Macho Man now takes the lead and kicks for home. Declaration of War's threatening to run a big one in the green cap. On the outside, Will Take Charge is coming home gamely. At the top of the lane, Mucho Macho Man. Palace Malice will take charge, Fort Larned. And here comes Declaration of War in the green cap. Mucho Macho Man is full out now. On the outside, Declaration of War will take charge. Mucho Macho Man just keeps on finding on the lead. Will take charge, a late run. Oh, it's close. Mucho Macho Man, the more they asked, the more he gave.
Mucho Macho Man by Adina Spring stallion Macho Uno holds off Will Take Charge by a nose, capping off a remarkable comeback season for 50-year-old jockey Gary Stevens. European Invader Declaration of War 3rd in his first start on dirt. Time of the race 2 minutes and 3/5. A close second to Fort Larned in the 2012 Classic, Mucho Macho Man prepped for this year's edition with a 4 1/4 length victory in the Grade 1 Awesome Again Stakes over the track. The 5-year-old horse was bred in Florida by John and Carol Rio. Trained by heart transplant recipient Kathy Ritvo, Mucho Macho Man has earned $5,340,000 for Reeves Thoroughbred Racing. Gary Stevens with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Bands, the safest way to the winner's circle. We'll have graded stakes action from Aqueduct, Churchill Downs, Betfair Hollywood Park, and Woodbine next week here on Thoroughbred Week. For John Henderson, I'm Kate and Bradar saying thanks for watching. Good luck at the races.
Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson has been presented by Actistatin, Adena Springs, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Castleton Lions, Claiborne Farm, Dock Lanes Veterinary Pharmacy, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Lane's End, Malone's, New York Thoroughbred Breeding and Development Fund, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, PBI Bank, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Fans, Shadwell Farm, and Windstar Farm. Online at tbredweek.com.